an age of a whiskey, such a criteria to choose one, but stay reassured, age is just a number, because when you are speaking about age, we are speaking about, in fact, maximum points of sweetness for a single malt or a single grain, because in a certain period of time, the cask has something to offer. After that period of time, has nothing to offer no more. So if you want to spend 2.1 million for a Macallan Adami, feel free to do so. I'm going to keep that money and get myself an articulated lorry of whiskey, and I'm going to still be a collectioner whatsoever. But 96% out of the times, the maturation process is going to start by using the Quercus alba, the American oak, which is going to give us the golden straw pale colors, and nevertheless all the coconutty, floral, vanillin flavor profiles that we want to start the maturation of the single malt, and nevertheless the single grain. Sometimes we are choosing, in most of the cases, to start with the ex-bourbon cask, which according to the bourbon laws was used just once, and nevertheless all the flavors of the bourbon are already in the wood staves. But when I'm speaking about wood staves, I'm speaking about two very important compounds, which are the tannins, which are naturally born into the wood, and nevertheless the hemicellulose. These two guys are responsible for flavors and aromas, because as each and every good distillery in Scotland, we are not allowed to use any artificial color and flavoring whatsoever, okay, which is totally permitted in blended industry, which you can use the spirit caramel in order to enhance the color of a Scotch. Speaking about what is called marriages or assemblages in French, if you want, we are using the Quercus robur, the European oak, for finishes. And in terms of our partners in Europe, obviously, I'm going to start by saying a couple of words about the superior echelon, the sherry industry in Montilla in Spain, that we are getting our Pedro Jimenez, Fino, and nevertheless Oloroso sherry casks, which is going to give that nice marmalade orange flavor profile. And I'm going to follow by France, Armagnac and Cognac cask that we are using for getting that caramel flavor profile. And we can definitely switch to the sweet side of the things, mentioning the wine industry coming from Hungary, Romania, or nevertheless the more sweeter wines such as Madeira, and nevertheless the port wine casks. And I'm going to finish by saying a couple of words about the most tropical flavor profiles, such as the Jamaican rum barrels, which are giving us the whole burst of Demerara sugars and chocolate toffee flavor profiles. Speaking about old and new, and nevertheless about ABVs, according to the biggest distillers in Scotland, the perfect age for a Scotch whisky is going to be between age 5 and age 18. And in that period of time, we can definitely mention those points of sweetness, which for a single malt is going to be between age 10 and age 18. For a single grain, such as the one that we're going to taste today, is going to be between age 5 and age 7. Below 5 years old, a young flavor profile, high ABV, perfect for a whiskey sour in Manhattan or Rob Roy, or a daily dram after a hard day at work. Nevertheless, after 18 years old, maybe a little bit dry, overage, medicinal. As you can see in that whiskey tower over there,